When I was 25, I got diagnosed with epilepsy. I never had a seizure or anything. It's crazy. Fast forward, me and the children, we moved to Tennessee. 2010, things get a little uncontrollable, the seizures. We couldn't control them. We find out that I actually have a tumor on my brain. It was really scary. I was a single parent. I had one on her way to college, one in private school. But we found out that it wasn't cancer. So we rejoiced and we just kept moving right along. My doctor would look at the tumor every year. We take pictures of it, and everything was fine. 2016, here we are again. We couldn't control the seizures. There were other things that were happening that were really scary. And I was told I had to have brain surgery immediately. It was really frightening, all of the side effects or possibilities of having brain surgery. Your personality could change. You wouldn't be able to walk or talk, all of these things. And at this point, my children, my son is in college, my daughter is working, and really just trying to take care of me and support me. It was rough, but God always has a plan. And so I had brain surgery. We came out, they told me that I would no longer be able to work because I was considered a liability. It was really hard to hear that because I was raised to work. And I loved my job. I loved being in the call center and customer service and selling. That's what I do. And so I had to figure things out. And when things get hard, I always call my daddy boy. And he gave me the advice, won't you come home and let me teach you how to make the pickles? And I was like, what? He never has told any of us his recipe, never. And he was like, yeah, it'll keep change in your pocket. And I was like, look, sir, I'm not a change type of chick. If I come home, I'm gonna start a company. And he's like, well, if that's what you want to do. And that's what we did. Here we are today. Sarge's Pickles. It's sweet with a little heat. It's a savory pickle because you can still taste all of the dill and the garlic, and then you get hit with the sweet, then you get hit with the heat, and you just like, what is this? And so coming from a person who is not a pickle head or a pickle eater, I'm not that, but I would eat daddy's pickles out the jar. And we've always tried to get them to sell them or sell Velasic the recipe or something. So I was excited, and I went back to Tennessee and I sat down, I got a game plan together, and I started Sarge's Famous Pickle Company. And a lot of people ask me, who is Sarge? And that's Dad's nickname. All of his friends call him Sarge. He got drafted to Vietnam and he was promoted as staff sergeant. And so that name just kind of stuck with him. So if you know Sarge, you know Sylvester Balson. We have been really blessed. It took off like crazy in Tennessee and Nashville. And I was so excited. I wasn't able to keep up with the demand for them. And then the pandemic hits. And so that just kind of changed life for everybody. I stopped production, I didn't know how things were going to work out for the world even. My dad's wife passed away. He asked me to move back home to Arkansas, and I did. And when I got here, I said, Dad, let's keep this company going. We're on to something. And he really didn't know what I was doing in Tennessee when I would call him, and I was so excited about the way things were going. So we did an open air flea market, and we made probably about 8-9 cases of pickles. And I told him, just take the money and bag them up for me. I want you to see something. And I made samples and we set them out, and we sold those cases in probably about 2 hours. And he was floored. And I told him, I said, Daddy, this brine, I don't know, we're on to something. And so we have kept pushing. We kind of revamped, did the label a little different, and we're growing. And the Pickle Cousins are amazing. I have repeat customers, and they tell everybody. We've gotten into some really cool locations where we're selling the pickles. And so now we're ready to scale up again. And I need your help. The goal is 15,000 jars of pickles. With that 15,000 jars, I can purchase a food trailer, and that will put us on the map. Now that will help us to be able to go to more festivals, to be in more places, and we can expand our business. Sarge can cook a little bit. And so we'll be able to have the pickles on hand, and we'll be able to take care of your tummy because we will be having a menu that will complement the pickle. And so I need your help, Pickle Cousins. For everybody that buys a jar, you're buying into the dream.